So I just want to ask you a question real quick. What was the hardest thing that you've gone through? So for most of people, it is, I don't know, like it can be sickness, vomiting, or I don't know, being in a really bad social situation and like, right there, too many options. The thing is, we were just like, oh, like what is happening? Like I just can't like take all of this and like I feel too bad right now. Like I just want this to end. And we were suffering too much, right? We were in a position where like we just don't wanna like we just never wanna be in. But it happened. Life just punched us to the face. And we just KO. Like we were just dead. Like and we don't want this to happen. We just want to be strong. We just want to be resilient, right? And like like everybody says to like be resilient and like be emotionally stable. Like what those things mean, we don't know it. Nobody knows it. Like who knows? You know it. I don't know. Like, but we're just not taking our time to think about those things or those hard things, and like what does that mean? Like what actually does like enduring means? So this video is about hard things. Whether you choose it or not, those hard things will come into your way. If you're living this life, if you're not dead, you will have those things in your life. And my advice to you is, man, you should prepare for those things. And you can. You absolutely can. The first thing is like is to change your thoughts about certain things. Like suffering is actually really good for you. It teaches you hell of things, like more than like maybe 300,000 million times more than schools do. And even like going for a marathon has like teaches you more things actually than school. But it's not the topic of this video. The thing I just want to talk about is you just don't need school. Just don't need school in order to learn, or sometimes even books. You'll just have you will just see the things that you're supposed to see when you're doing the hard things. For example, does anyone know how it feels after you run a marathon? Who ran a marathon? The people watching those videos. This even like this video, probably 1% or maybe zero, right? And I've done this 3 days ago, which made me so miserable. So like sometimes I'm like I'm just like I'm dead. Like I'm finished, I'm done. I can't even walk anymore. It was 47 kilometers and like some uphills, but not so much. And also with some downhills as well. And now I think I'm like, man, now I can endure like things easier than those things. Like I know, like thinking about being sick and like like kind of like have a stomach ache and what like this shouldn't be a concern right now. It's not a thing, right? Like when you compare a marathon to like stomach ache, like for I don't know 4 hours, 5 hours, or like I don't know if those things are the same. Like I was thinking about some like there are harder things that you can prepare yourself, and then like the easier things that we suffer too much isn't too hard. And like yeah, I have a beautiful example for this. Now, but it's a little bit disgusting. But I think if you understand this, you're gonna get the topic really good. Get the point that I'm trying to emphasize. So I'm normally a person that when I become what was that like I don't know the state of being like I don't know the state of being like shitting continuously in like water. Like yeah, this one, and it's especially bad if you're eating spicy things. So yeah, the going to toilet stuff, and when you're like so bad, like your stomach feels so bad, and like even like 2 milligrams of like 2 grams of shit is very hard to get out, and that if you're in one of those situations, you're like, man, it just sucks. But when I was a kid, like I don't know, when I was 14, actually, it was 3 years ago. So yeah, I'm still a kid, but we know what I mean. When I had those chances, I was like, man, I was like praying, like I pray from Allah to like end this like as soon as possible, and I'm like squeezing myself on like very very bad situation. And back then I was a video game addict, and like I was playing like I don't know 14 hours a day or something, mostly Fortnite, and maybe some Apex Legends as well. By the way, I'm so lucky that I don't enjoy League of Legends at all. Like I'm just really really lucky. And the thing is, when I found the discipline stuff, the hard stuff, the journaling, the going for a run, going doing extra trainings, and like not playing games, saying no to games, like reading books, and when I did those things, and like I don't know, I kind of when I was like 1.5 years later, not too long, I was just more relaxed in that moment. Like, and I remember I'm like reading a book whilst like thinking that this shit full of suffering. Like, actually, it was enough for me in that moment, in that situation. I was like, actually noticed this because this happened to me like maybe 6 or 7 times, and it was like emotionally a hard thing. So it remained in my memory because emotions are a big part of the memory. And I was like, man, I'm not suffering. Like I can't even read a book while doing it. Like maybe I wasn't reading a book. Maybe I was just like sitting like empty, like not doing anything. I don't actually remember, but all I can remember is like, man, this is easy. Was I like suffering for all of this? Like, and they do this for their entire life, like those hard things, and man, those things become much easier to endure through, like endure, and like it's maybe not even called enduring because it's not so hard, like it's bearable, like you're not suffering so much because you've done so many things harder than this. And I'm just encouraging you, that's the step, like the actionable step of this video. Go and do a thing that is hard, that is like a marathon, or bring like long um, sessions of studying, or long sessions of reading books that will push you. Like actually I recommend running, or like those kinds of physical activities, because physical activities are the one of the easiest way to suffer. Like it's actually kind of harder to suffer with only with your mind, like I don't know, studying or something. Like it just takes longer, and maybe sometimes you can enjoy even like studying. Maybe it's a fun topic, I don't know, that you're studying. But all I can say is, man, just go out and train yourself for the hardest thing. Because if you're a man, well, come on, like if you're a man, if you're a real man, you just that's got so many things to do in life, to enjoy. Like, I mean, there's too many things to enjoy, and go out and do them. When I went running, nobody said to me that like, oh yeah, we run like 48 kilometers, like thank you so much, or like I mean, or like congratulations, like no, they actually said the exact opposite. They've said that you could, yeah, it could result in an injury or something like that, or like don't push yourself too much, and man, it's gotta be hard. And like the feeling of like hard things are not hard anymore, like the feeling is awesome, and I want you to experience this feeling, like actually leveling up in life, not in games. And I encourage you to do those things. Goodbye.